Tori and Zach Roloff finally divorce announcement today. But why divorce? Amy Roloff car accident announcement today. Karen Chandler divorce announcement right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got some pretty shocking news for you today about Tori and Zach Roloff, stars of the popular reality TV show Little People, Big World. After years of being one of the most beloved couples on TV, it seems the Roloff family has hit a major bump in the road. Just this week, Tori and Zach announced their separation, and rumors are swirling about why they've decided to part ways. So in today's video, we're going to break down everything we know so far, take a closer look at their relationship, and explore what might have led to this shocking divorce announcement. Tori and Zach Roloff have been on our screens for over a decade now. Fans have watched them grow from a young couple to parents of 3 beautiful kids, Jackson, Lila, and Joza. Over the years, they've given fans a glimpse into their lives, sharing both the joys and challenges that come with raising children, dealing with family drama, and managing their personal lives in the public eye. They first met when Tori was working as a teacher at a summer camp. Zach was a camp counselor, and the two hit it off right away. Their relationship grew quickly, and they were married in 2015, with their wedding featured on Little People, Big World. Fans were so happy to see their love story unfold, especially since Zach had been through quite a lot in his earlier years, facing the struggles of being a little person and dealing with health issues. In 2017, they welcomed their first child, Jackson Roloff. Their journey into parenthood was documented on the show, and fans saw Tori and Zach become even closer as they navigated the challenges of raising a child with achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism that Jackson also has. Over the next few years, their family grew with the births of Lila in 2020 and Joza in 2022. For years, the Roloffs were seen as the picture-perfect family. They had their ups and downs, like any couple, but they seemed to always overcome their challenges with love and understanding. So, when news of their separation broke, fans were understandably shocked. Now, let's get into the big news. Just this week, Tori and Zach made the difficult decision to announce that they are officially divorcing. The couple shared a joint statement on social media, asking for privacy during this tough time for their family. The statement was emotional but straightforward. After much thought and consideration, Zach and I have decided to part ways. This has been a difficult decision, and we ask that you respect our privacy during this time. We remain committed to co-parenting our children and want to ensure that they continue to grow up in a loving and supportive environment. Thank you for your understanding. While the statement didn't provide many details, it was clear that this wasn't an easy decision for either of them. And of course, fans immediately began speculating about what led to their split. So let's take a closer look at some possible reasons why Tori and Zach might have chosen to divorce. It's important to note that we don't have all the answers yet. Tori and Zach haven't publicly revealed all the details about the breakdown of their marriage, and it's possible that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that we aren't privy to. But based on everything we've seen over the years, here are a few possible factors that could have played a role in their decision to divorce. Being on a reality TV show can put a lot of strain on a relationship. The Roloff family has been in the spotlight for years, and while they've been incredibly open about their lives, the pressure of being constantly in front of cameras can take a toll. Zach and Tori have always seemed to handle the spotlight well, but as their family grew, so did the challenges. There have been times over the years when Zach and Tori have hinted at feeling overwhelmed by the demands of their public lives. Tori, in particular, has spoken out about the challenges of maintaining a balance between being a public figure and keeping their family life private. This constant balancing act could have put a strain on their marriage over time. Family tension has also played a role in their relationship over the years. We've seen plenty of drama on Little People, Big World, particularly between Zach, Tori, and other members of the Roloff family, like Matt and Amy Roloff. There have been numerous disagreements about the family farm, business matters, and parenting styles, which sometimes led to emotional confrontations. While Zach and Tori always tried to put on a united front, the stress of these family tensions could have made things harder behind closed doors. Disagreements about how to raise their children, how to handle the family business, or even the impact of being in the public eye might have been factors in their decision to separate. Another possibility is that, after years of being together, Tori and Zach simply grew in different directions. As individuals, we all go through periods of personal growth, and sometimes those changes can lead to people realizing that they want different things out of life. Tori has become more involved in her photography and social media, while Zach has focused on his work with the family farm. These differing interests and pursuits could have led them to reevaluate their relationship. As people evolve, their relationships do too. And while they may have been able to support each other through these changes in the past, sometimes it can lead to a realization that a relationship no longer works the way it once did. Parenting 3 young children, including one with a disability, can be incredibly challenging. Zach and Tori have always been open about the unique challenges of raising children with dwarfism, and while they seem to be wonderful parents, it's not easy. Raising kids, especially young ones, can put a lot of stress on a relationship. The sleepless nights, the demands of daycare, and balancing work and family life can sometimes create a rift between partners. In addition, it's been clear that Tori and Zach have had different parenting styles at times. While they both love their kids deeply, the pressure of navigating these differences could have created tension in their marriage. So where do things go from here? Well, one thing we do know for sure is that Tori and Zach are committed to co-parenting their children and ensuring that they both have a positive role in their lives. The couple has emphasized that the children's well-being is their top priority, and they will continue to work together to raise them in a loving and supportive environment. This may be a difficult time for their family, but they have always shown that they can navigate difficult situations with grace and respect for one another. We can only hope that they continue to do so as they move forward. So there you have it, our breakdown of the shocking news about Tori and Zach Roloff's divorce announcement. While we may not know all the details just yet, it's clear that this was a tough decision for both of them. As we continue to follow their story, let's all respect their privacy during this difficult time and hope for the best for their family. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more updates on your favorite celebrities. Today, we've got some major news about the Roloff family. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek have announced their divorce. It's all over social media, and fans are shocked by this unexpected turn of events. But what led to this breakup? Why are they calling it quits? In this video, we'll dive deep into the details surrounding Amy and Chris's divorce announcement, break down the timeline of their relationship, and try to understand what went wrong. Amy Roloff, known for being a star on Little People, Big World, has been part of our lives for over a decade. Her relationship with her ex-husband, Matt Roloff, was chronicled on the show, giving fans an inside look at their struggles and triumphs. But after their split, Amy found love again in Chris Marek, and fans were rooting for their happiness. Chris Marek came into the picture in 2016, and their relationship was full of promise. They were often seen out and about, enjoying life, and in 2021, they tied the knot in a beautiful ceremony that seemed like the perfect ending to a love story that had started with a slow and steady pace. But things don't always go as planned. After years of appearing happy together, Amy and Chris's relationship seems to have taken a turn, and we are now left with the announcement of their divorce. Amy and Chris met in 2016, and their relationship moved quickly, sparking rumors about how serious they were from the start. However, they took their time before tying the knot. Their love story seemed like something out of a fairy tale, but as we all know, things aren't always what they seem. They married in 2021, and many fans thought this would be the beginning of their happily ever after. Amy had been through a lot with Matt, her ex-husband, so seeing her find someone who genuinely cared for her was a moment of joy for her supporters. Their wedding was featured in an episode of Little People, Big World, and everyone cheered as Amy finally found the happiness she deserved. But cracks started to show soon after their wedding. Despite being in the spotlight, their relationship began to feel more strained, and many began noticing little things that seemed off. As time passed, fans began to notice that things were not as perfect as they appeared. The first signs of trouble began when Amy and Chris stopped posting pictures together as often on social media. Amy's Instagram, once filled with couple photos, now had fewer and fewer pictures of Chris. Another sign that something might have been wrong was the lack of joint public appearances. The couple was known for being inseparable at events and family gatherings, but in recent months, it seemed like Chris was noticeably absent from many of Amy's social media posts, family outings, and public events. Some fans were worried, while others thought it was simply a natural evolution of their relationship. But the reality soon came crashing down with the announcement of their divorce. Just this week, Amy Roloff took to social media to announce her separation from Chris Marek. The post was short, direct, and to the point. After much thought and consideration, Chris and I have decided to part ways. It's a difficult decision, but we believe it's for the best. We have respect and love for each other, and we wish each other happiness moving forward. The announcement came as a shock to many fans, especially since the couple had seemed so happy just months ago. But what led to this sudden split? Is there more to the story than meets the eye? While Amy and Chris haven't publicly detailed the specific reasons behind their divorce, sources close to the couple have hinted at some possible explanations. Some fans speculate that the age gap between Amy and Chris, which is around 10 years, could have played a role. As they both got older, their priorities and goals in life may have shifted. Others believe the dynamics within the Roloff family may have put a strain on their relationship. Amy's relationship with her ex-husband Matt and the ongoing tension within the Roloff family might have created additional stress. After all, living under the public microscope isn't easy, and even the strongest relationships can falter under constant pressure. Then there's the issue of different lifestyle goals. Amy has been very vocal about her desire to focus on her grandchildren, her farm, and her own independence post-divorce from Matt. Chris, on the other hand, is known for his quieter and more private lifestyle. These differences may have been difficult to reconcile over time. The Roloff family's reaction to the divorce has been mostly supportive, with family members expressing their concern for both Amy and Chris. Matt Roloff, Amy's ex-husband, has remained relatively quiet about the situation, but there have been subtle signs of his support for Amy as she navigates this difficult time. Fans, however, have had mixed reactions. Some are heartbroken, as they had invested so much in the couple's journey, hoping to see them grow old together. Others, however, are less surprised, citing the growing distance between them over the past year. Regardless of the public's opinion, Amy and Chris's decision to part ways is a deeply personal one. And while many are disappointed, it's clear that both of them have the right to pursue their own happiness. So what's next for Amy and Chris after this divorce? For Amy, it seems like she's focusing on her farm, her family, and her grandkids. She's been very open about the joy they bring her, and it's clear that her family will be a big priority moving forward. For Chris, he's expected to remain a private figure, though he may continue to stay active on social media. Fans have often praised Chris for his laid-back demeanor, and it's likely he'll focus on his personal life away from the cameras. While they may no longer be together, both Amy and Chris will undoubtedly continue to have their own lives, and we wish them both the best as they move forward from this chapter. In conclusion, Amy and Chris Merrick's divorce has been a surprising and emotional turn of events. While we may never fully know the reasons behind their decision, it's clear that they both have a lot of love and respect for each other. Relationships are complicated, and sometimes the best decision for both parties is to part ways and focus on their individual paths. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any updates. Today, we've got some breaking news that's been the topic of much speculation in the Roloff family community. Yes, you read the title right. Karen and Matt Roloff have just announced their divorce. But why now? What led to this dramatic turn in their relationship? Stick around as we break down everything we know so far. Matt and Karen Roloff have been part of our lives for years, thanks to the hit TLC show Little People Big World. Their love story seemed like it was going to be a fairy tale. But in recent months, fans started noticing a shift. They both gained fame not only for their personal lives, but for their business ventures and their family dynamics. From managing the Roloff farms to raising their children, especially the challenges that came with their unique experiences as little people, the Roloff family became synonymous with love, resilience, and family values. But unfortunately, things have taken a turn that no one saw coming. Matt and Karen had been dating for years before making the decision to go public about their relationship. And for many fans, seeing them together brought hope and optimism. But in the recent years, cracks have started to appear. So, why exactly have Matt and Karen decided to call it quits now? On April 6, 2025, the couple made their shocking announcement on social media, sending shockwaves through the Little People Big World fandom. In their joint statement, Matt and Karen explained that after much thought, they have made the difficult decision to part ways. The message was clear and respectful, with both of them stating that they remain committed to being good friends and co-parents. The statement read, "After careful consideration and years of working together, we have decided to move forward separately. We remain committed to our children, our family, and the future of Roloff Farms. We ask that you respect our privacy during this time." At first glance, this announcement may seem like the culmination of a mutual decision, but many fans have speculated that there's much more beneath the surface. So what really led to this moment? Let's dive into some of the theories and clues that could explain the reason behind the split. First off, it's essential to understand the pressures that come with being in a long-term relationship under the public eye. When you're constantly in the spotlight, every aspect of your relationship is scrutinized by fans, the media, and even your own family. Matt and Karen's relationship has been on display for many years now, and with that comes a unique set of challenges. Relationships in the public eye often struggle due to privacy concerns, differences in expectations, and the constant pressure to appear perfect. Fans have been noticing a subtle shift in their dynamic for a while now. They seemed less affectionate on social media, and fewer appearances were made together. It was clear that something was off, but no one knew for sure what that something was. Another potential factor in the divorce is the business side of things. We've seen the ups and downs of Roloff Farms over the years, especially when it comes to the family's decisions about the farm's future. Matt Roloff has always been the face of the farm, but Karen, who has been involved in the family business for many years, also played a pivotal role. However, not all of their decisions aligned, and many fans have pointed out the strain that financial discussions might have caused in their relationship. In fact, some speculate that the decision to sell portions of the farm created tension between the two. While Karen was supportive of Matt's business ventures, it's rumored that she had different ideas on how to move forward with the property. This could have created significant friction in their relationship, especially as their shared vision for the future didn't always align. It's also worth noting that over time, personal growth can lead to couples drifting apart. Matt and Karen had been together for quite a while, and as with any relationship, people change. It's possible that the two of them simply grew apart. Relationship experts often say that long-term relationships go through different phases, and sometimes, despite the best efforts, couples realize that they want different things in life. As people grow, so do their needs, and it's not uncommon for these needs to conflict. In their case, Karen had her own career aspirations and goals that might not have always lined up with Matt's vision for the farm. Perhaps over time, they realized they weren't as compatible as they once thought. Another factor that may have played a role in the divorce is the family dynamics, particularly with Matt's children from his previous marriage to Amy Roloff. While there's been much talk of the challenges Matt's kids faced with Karen joining the family, it's also important to note the growing tension between Matt and his sons, especially Zach Roloff. Fans have noticed that Zach in particular seemed to have an increasingly strained relationship with both Matt and Karen. The decision not to sell the farm to Zach, despite his desire to continue the legacy of Roloff Farms, may have created emotional distance between them, putting a strain on Matt and Karen's relationship. Though it may not have been the sole cause of the divorce, it certainly couldn't have helped matters. Family issues, especially unresolved conflicts with children, can often spill over into a couple's relationship. Finally, one important factor to consider is Karen's desire for independence. While she had been very supportive of Matt in his business ventures, Karen has also expressed in the past that she values her freedom and personal space. As the years went on, she might have realized that she wanted to pursue her own passions and life goals more fully, something that may not have been possible with the ongoing demands of Matt's life on the farm. Perhaps Karen wanted to explore new opportunities outside of the Roloff family's shadow, and the pressures of staying in a relationship with such intense public scrutiny made it harder for her to focus on her own happiness and personal growth. So, what happens next for Matt and Karen? While we may not have all the answers right now, one thing is clear. Both Matt and Karen will continue to be involved in the Roloff family's future, particularly with the farm and their children. They've made it clear that their relationship may have ended, but their commitment to family remains strong. Though this is an incredibly tough time for them, we wish both of them the best as they navigate this next chapter in their lives. And of course, we'll keep you updated on any new developments. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.